Okay, so let's get on to a profit question. Chevy has been selling an average of 60 new cars per month at $800 above the factory price. Their marketing department says that for every $20 increase in price, they will sell one less car each month. What should their new marketing price be in order to have the greatest profit? So what do we know? We know we sell 60 cars at $800 above the factory price. I'm going to see how that changes. This is for every $20 increase, they sell one less car, so minus one. So these two changes are related. So let's relate them by the letter X. Therefore, let X represent the number of price increases. So we need to come up with the two expressions. So the number of cars sold is usually 60, but it subtracts an X every time we increase the price. The price of the car will be usually $800 above, but we are going to add $20 for every price increase. So these two things will find out our profit. So our profit will be equal to 60 minus X times 800 plus 20X. And by multiplying these two relationships out, we'll get our quadratic. And we need to find the greatest profit. So greatest implies maximum. So therefore we'll need to put this into the vertex form, and that means we need to complete the square. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's multiply this out. And if you need a calculator, then get out your calculator. Okay? So 6 times 8, 54, and then we're going to have 3 zeros after that. 60 times 20. Alright, and there's an X with that. So that's 60 times 80, 860 times 20X. Now I have to go negative X times 800. That's just going to be negative 800X. And negative X times 20. That's going to be negative 20X squared. So now let's rearrange this and make it look pretty. So let's bring this negative 20x squared, put that out in front because we want to get this into standard form. These two terms will come next, but I can simplify them. So that's going to be plus 400x, and then last will be my 54,000. If you're not sure what's in front, if there's no sign, it's a positive. So 54,000. Alright, so our first step in completing the square is just to separate those first two terms from the last one, because we only want to complete the square with the first two terms. So plus the 54,000 goes all the way over here. Alright, then we are going to common factor out only what's in front of the x squared term. So I'm left with just an x squared, and this is going to be a negative 20x. And then I like to leave a bunch of space. And don't forget to write down that term. Alright, so now this is where we need to complete the square. I want what's in the square brackets not to change, but I want to fix it so that it is a complete square. So I take this number and I'm going to divide by 2. Okay, a perfect square, this will always be a positive. So here we have, it's negative 20 divided by 2 is going to be negative 10. Negative 10. And that last number also has to be squared for it to be a perfect square. But like I said, I don't want to change what's inside the square brackets. So whatever I add, I have to subtract. So now if I looked at what's in the square brackets, it hasn't changed because what's in red adds up to be 0. But what I want to do now is just take these first 3 terms, and that has become my perfect square. I haven't done anything with that. This is my perfect square, so it's going to be x minus 10 all squared. That's the first term squared. That's going to be the last term squared, because that would be plus 100. And this middle term is the first times the last times 2. X times negative 10 is negative 10x, and I multiply it by 2, it becomes negative 20. So now I still have what's left here. I can do what's in the squared. That's going to be 100, but this negative becomes from that one. This is positive 100 because that's inside the bracket. Okay, close the square bracket, plus 54,000. No, don't forget, if I'm going too slow for you, then go faster in YouTube. You can actually increase the speed, okay, in the settings. So now what I'm going to do is, I can't just take this out and simplify that. There's a negative 20 in front, so I need to expand that. So in the first one, it just ends up going out in front because that is our A value. That's like our stretch. Negative 20 times negative 100. It's going to be positive 2 with 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 54,000. All right, let's keep going and simplifying. This isn't going to change because that is our A, and that's our X part of our vertex, and I'm going to finish this with plus 56,000. All right. So our vertex looks like this: 10 with 56,000. This here is our X. It's our number of price increases, and this is our profit, and that's going to be in dollars. All right, so what does this mean? Have I answered the question? No, I don't think so. It asks us, what should my new markup price be? So if this is the number of price increases, let's go back and look up. Our price is going to be 800 plus 20x. So therefore our price is going to be 800 plus 20x, and our x is equal to 10 up here. So 800 plus 20 times 10, that's going to be 200. So that's going to be $1,000. Therefore, to maximize the profit, the new price should be, let's read exactly the wording, it should be $1,000 above factory price. All right, and that way we would profit 56,000.